Good evening, everyone. You already know it's time for the CJ. It is, what time is it right now? I think it's about, I forgot what time it is. I think it's about 10, maybe 10:30. So, I just finished taking my weekly radiation detox salt bath. Once again, it is half a pound to a pound of sea salt, half a pound to a pound of baking soda. Now, what I want to do is I kind of wanted to be able to show you as the water settles on the surface. I want to be able to show you the some of the stuff, because like you can't really see it too well. Because I wanna. Oh wait, yeah, it's like all of this stuff. I know some of it is dead skin cells, yeah. But then I'm like, well, just to let you know, before I got in the tub, the water was like almost crystal clear. Oh, great. So it's about half a pound to a pound of baking soda, half a pound to a pound of sea salt. But what I also use, I use about 1 cup of borax, and then I use about half a cup of hydrogen peroxide. Borax and hydrogen peroxide have both been at least mentioned in studies as, well, it's really, I think it's called sodium borate. Between that and the sodium borate and hydrogen peroxide have both been mentioned in some studies to have actually had like degrading effects against nanorobots or possible dissembling chemical reactions to nanorobots. Let me see, because before it was looking a lot, see, because it's like you can see all like the little streaks of the white powdery, and it's like reflective, like very, very reflective. Now, I mean, I'm no expert, but I'll throw this out there for argument's sake. I would say that, okay, let's just say for argument's sake, some people would say, well, what if that's just the dead skin cells actually like bonding with these salt molecules, and that's what's causing it to be reflective? And I'm like, well, you know what, you could be right. I'm not going to completely deny or say that you're wrong, because you could be right. You really could be right. You know, until I am to actually get like a microscope and actually look at my this remnants or the remainants of my bath water. That's probably one of the only true ways I'll know if it's nanobots. But just looking, I don't use any bubble bath, or I didn't use any soap or of any kind. You know, this water is literally just sea salt, baking soda, borax, and hydrogen peroxide. And I don't know, it's like it was looking so much different. Because it was like to the point where it almost looked like a chemical spill. Like that's how globby it was looking at first. It almost looked like a chemical spill. of course, I get V2K, so they're basically telling their audience, oh, Chris don't realize the streets and the military, they want to do something to him, but they're not sure what to do with his ass. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, all I'm doing is actually protecting my free will. Sorry, happened again. So there are like all these different people. They all want to see me go to prison, or they all want to see something bad happen to me. Oh, he wasn't supposed to talk about it. That's a stupid ass nigga. All these different things, right? And then they start to flip their narratives. Then it started to become more like, first it was like, oh, he's snitching on all the black people in the country. Then it went to, oh, now white people don't like you no more. He afraid of white people. White people don't like you no more. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. I know, regardless whether it's a chat bot that's on, or whether it's them speaking, directly, doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, there's so much evidence out there, and whistleblowers, and so many different people out there that's all talking about the same thing, but their voices are being basically, silenced because, well, there is an agenda or a genocide, if you will, that is taking place, and it's literally transhumanist beasts, basically people, human beings who have accepted that science is like this absolute rule, and as long as they have this amazing and powerful knowledge, which has been kept secret about energy and the way electromagnetic fields interact with the human body and consciousness, they're not trying to let go of that. They're not trying to let go of that. But anyway, this bath helped a lot. I try to take it at least once a week, but if I don't take it at least once a week, I feel the difference. I literally feel the difference when I don't take it at least once a week. But when I do, I like to check out the water just to see just how much stuff I've been taking in. And also, I try to get into a habit of not bringing my phone with me into the bathroom while I take the bath, because, well, yeah, you're basically bringing the weapon being used to attack you into the bathroom with you, But I bring my phone with me because I might be playing like a healing frequency from it, or I might be playing the Dr. 7 anti-nanobot, or Terminate nanobot video, something like that. And I'll play that while I'm in the tub, hoping that might give me. The salt water is interacting with the screen a lot. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep everyone posted on certain things. There was more that I wanted to mention, but I don't know, maybe I'll bring it up tomorrow while at work, riding around or something. This actually helps with the energy levels of the cells in your body. This helps I guess, equalize or yeah, basically equalize or balance out the energy levels of your cells. Because when you think about it, basically they're overcharging the cells of your body. We're all connected to the system through interfaces and frequency resonances, electromagnetic fields, and what they're doing is directing these charged particles, these energy particles. They're directing them, which were probably in like more like sedentary states at some point, and then all of a sudden now they got vacuumed up, sucked up by like a beam, and then they're now being concentrated and directed into different parts of your body. See, now it's starting to see it more, especially when you look at, yeah, and like I don't know, it's usually not this cloudy. Let's say, because I took a shower, what was that, this morning, this morning, but I'm just like, man, but yeah, so basically what the bath does, it draws out a lot of the charges. It draws out a lot of charge that builds up in the body and that causes us to overheat or feel the aches and pains and things of that sort. Yeah, so I just try to do this to regulate myself. Everyone's always sending me comments and like, hey, you gotta do the sober. I'm like, man, I do it. But the thing is, you gotta realize is you probably gotta do this thing at least like twice a week. Because we're dealing with directed energy attacks. You know, we're not getting the same amount of radiation that everyone else is getting. Everyone else is probably getting like normal, what they would call the normal measurements of safe radiation exposure. Rather, we're the experimented. So as those who are being experimented on, we're getting steadily dosed amounts of electromagnetic radiation being pumped into our bodies through a signal. So, like I said, about, let me see, right here, there is a resonance, and there is right here, going at like, I guess you could call this a 45-degree angle. Right here, there is I would say maybe a near infrared beam of light that is coming through. I'm not exactly how far it's coming from. I'm not sure if it's coming from a satellite or if it's coming from an antenna, whatever the case is. But I have it in my fingertips, right? So there's this near infrared beam of light carrying data, probably sound as well, and it's going directly into the prefrontal cortex. But it's not like that's the only one. This is like the main signal, right? I'm gonna say that. This is like the main signal. But what happens is, it's like you got the main link that goes into the prefrontal cortex. But then, whenever they want to attack different parts of the body, they modulate it, or they send another frequency within that same light carrying source, and then it branches out. So it'll be like one, like let's just say it's like one thick beam of light, right? But of course it's like a nano size. But if you were to enlarge it, it's like one thick beam of light, right? And it has a resonance with your body, and it goes directly into the prefrontal cortex. Now that's that one beam of light. If they wanted to attack, let's say, the left ventricle of my heart, right? A beam would then, or like a frequency would then branch off from that main one, right? I don't know if you can see it. It would like branch off from that main one, and then they would steer it in whatever design or however they want to trail it. They would steer it around, and then it would, bloop, it would like attach here, right? It would attach into the atrium or ventricle that they're targeting, and then it won't. Sometimes it'll be like a. What happens is it starts off as a gradual buildup. You start to feel this slight like you might feel like the vibrating. Then it's discomforting. Then it starts to feel like someone is like trying to take a screwdriver and they're twisting and turning it in your heart. That's like when they're like gradually intensifying how much energy that they're, basically transferring or transmitting into the heart. Now, when they want to actually just send like a pulse, just to disrupt like your heart rhythm, it'll literally feel like a pulse. It'll just be like boom. And then I noticed a lot of times, anytime I'm feeling any type of like ailments or pain or vibration or pulses in parts of the body where there shouldn't be a pulse, I always tend to just do this. A thumb, index finger, something. The thumb, there's so much to learn about the hands when it comes to energy. But I'm not gonna, I can't even recall that much for me to go into the details about the thumb. I was listening to this audiobook about haptics and about how the back of the hand and something about the thumb are some of the most sensitive places that determine or to detect thermal energies, right? And I know a lot of times if I take my index finger and I slowly just move it around my thumb, like right there, placing my index finger right there just relieved a lot of pressure that's all going right there into the prefrontal cortex. Placing my index finger right there, I don't know why it does that, but placing it right there, whatever amount of energy that they're transferring into the prefrontal cortex, it kind of dies, it dulls down. I'm not exactly sure why it happens, but still a lot more research to go. What else? I think that might be it for now. But yeah, those radiation detox salt baths. I mean, I usually tend to feel like I just like my body got younger by like 5 years, but that'll last for about at most a couple of hours, because as long as we're all connected, I mean that the benefits of the bath is only going to last for like a couple of hours, and then maybe a day, depending on how much they're attacking you. I get a lot. Even I just grabbed the frequency just now, and it's like feeling like there's a string attached to your brain, right? You can feel it, you can't see it, but once you pinch it and you feel the vibration going in between your thumb and your index finger, it's like realizing there really is a string or a cord attached to you. And I'm not talking about the silver cord that's mentioned in like the Bible or anything. I'm talking about like there's like a literal vibrating cord of light or sound connected to your brain going somewhere in that direction in a 45-degree angle, and no matter where you turn, it doesn't move. The angle doesn't change. It goes with your head no matter where you turn, and it's always at a 45-degree angle. But yeah, so this bath though, it helps a lot. It really does help a lot. But one thing you also gotta remember, and a lot of this stuff is cheap. Like sea salt, you really don't have to pay that much for sea salt. Sea salt, you could probably, I think we go to BJ's and get like the 2-pound container of sea salt for like, I think it's like $5-6. Yeah, so this was about like $5 or $6, 2 pounds. Right, then big bag of baking soda. That's about, I think that was about maybe, I want to say the baking soda was maybe about like 10 to 12, I'm not sure. Then we got the 20 meal team borax right there. And then I also had the hydrogen peroxide too. So yeah, I do those. I do not put any soap or bubble bath in the water, just straight solution, just straight, salts. And I have that, I play the anti-terminate AI nanobot video. I played that about 3 times because it's a 20-minute video, so I played it about 2 to 3 times, and that's usually my timer right there, because the instructions online to say that I can feel all the energy from my phone going into my solar plexus now. Because now they're directing the energy from the phone into the solar plexus, throat chakra. They're not really bothering the heart center right now. But yeah, solar plexus, probably sacral as well. And I know eventually, there we go. Now they're hitting the right kidney too. Anyway, yeah, they're basically doing all of this because whatever military industrial complex / secret society agenda that they have going on with this whole spectrum dominance thing. Yeah, my phone is getting messed up in the salt water, so I'm gonna just go ahead and end it here. But yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all posted on my life. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I try to do everything I can to just let y'all know of the things that I do to help, ease my suffering in this. But yeah, so, all right. Yeah, my phone kept going on and off again. Anyway, take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. It's going down. Say bye-bye, nanobots. Bye-bye, nanobots. Wow, doesn't that look like a black hole a little bit? Looks like an image of, like, how the black hole had that ring of light around it?